The Scorpio full moon happening on May 1st at 11:22 Central Standard Time is refusing to let you ignore what rests beneath the surface. This full moon is alchemizing the grips of control into flow and power that's grounded in intuition. All of the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus, you'll definitely be noticing this energy the most, especially if you are a fixed rising sign or moon sign. This full moon is also happening in a T-square. So this happens whenever there's that opposition between the sun and the moon. That's what always happens during a full moon, but in the center is the ruler of the full moon. We have Pluto and Aquarius as the focal point and the ruler of this moon. So this is illuminating what lies in the shadows. With the sun in Taurus, it's grounding into the essence of stability, sensuality, loyalty, and material comforts. The sun is saying slow down and feel and embrace the physical. Enjoy what feels good and grounded and supported. We lean into the energy of the sun whenever we're in a full moon, because the full moon is the shedding. We're releasing some of these Scorpio themes and embracing these themes in Taurus and finding the balance between the two. That's what we're doing with that T-square there, with that opposition in this focal point in the center. We're figuring out, how can I pull a little bit from each and alchemize it, Pluto's alchemy, into power. The moon in Scorpio is revealing our emotional needs, our intuition, and our inner world. Scorpio brings the essence of Mars energy. It's ambition, it's desire, it's anger, it's sexuality. Pluto, the secondary ruler to Scorpio, is power, it's rebirth, it's shadow work, and depth. Scorpio is a raw, unfiltered, passionate, transformative energy. And this is the first full moon in Scorpio in 7 years that is not squaring Uranus and Taurus. So it just moved into Gemini last week. And unlike Uranus energy, which is kind of like that overnight unexpected changes, Scorpio is a fixed energy. So it's a slow build. These are gradual transformations. Think of this full moon as a catalyst to that new energy that you're bringing in for this entire next lunation. The full moon is squaring Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. Remember, Aquarius rules humanity. It rules the collective. So we are being reminded that in healing our individual shadows, it ripples outwards into the healing of the collective and guiding power back to the people. We also have Mercury and Mars in Aries, which Mars is also the ruler of the full moon. So we look to those planetary rulers to see how else is this energy being boosted at this time. With it being in Aries, we're feeling emboldened to speak our voice. We're being given the confidence to speak our truth. Scorpio is the truth. Mars is confidence, and speaking is Mercury. Not to mention, Taurus also rules the throat. The sun is currently in Taurus, so this amplifies our need to communicate and release those needs to control our voice. With the Scorpio full moon, we are not able to ignore what lies beneath the surface anymore. Any of those things that you have pushed aside are being brought to the life, brought to the surface, and asked for us to explore them. So ways we can harness this energy in a way that feels supported, so that we're moving forward and releasing it through the body. I always encourage some kind of movement, whatever that means to you, but especially something that is generating heat in the body. You know, Scorpio is a water sign, but with that Mars rulership, it's got a little spice to it, you know? It needs to work through those grips in the body. What feels controlled? What are we holding on to? And how can we transmute that through our movement and let it go, moving more like water, finding flow in our body, releasing those trapped old beliefs to release control and see how it flows steadily, how it opens up our intuition and our emotion. Instead of letting it bubble beneath the surface, we're letting it move freely. Speak your truth, literally speak it, whether it's setting affirmations to yourself of like, I release this old belief. I do not claim this old story anymore. leaning into water-based rituals, since this is a full moon in a water sign, looking towards like those cleansing baths with salts to purify that stagnant energy, or a cleansing shower to rinse away that unsupported obsessive tendencies, or even if you can, dive into a body of water. Allow the water to absorb those outgrown narratives. Lean into these rituals, whatever it may be, movement, water, speaking your truth, to alchemize what you've been holding control over. What have you had that grips on, and how can you let it go? How can you let it move like water? And by releasing your shadows, you are empowering all of those around you, and even those far away from you. Embracing those Taurus themes of encouraging enjoyment, enjoying the sensations in the body, enjoying nature, feeling grounded and held by what feels steady and what feels supportive. Look to the houses in your chart that is ruled by Scorpio to see where you are undergoing this transformation. Where are you being reborn into this next lunar cycle? This is where the Scorpio full moon is hitting in your chart. You do need your rising sign to see where this transformation, where this rebirth process is occurring in your life. And if you have fixed personal planet placements, so a sun, moon, Mercury, Mars, or Venus in either Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius, then you will be noticing this energy even more. Our Scorpio risings, you are experiencing this rebirth in your identity, your self-expression, physical appearance, and how you present yourself to the world. It is that rebirth situation for how you carry yourself. Libra risings, this falls into the second house, which has to do with your personal resources, money, possessions, the way that you establish your sense of security to the world. Virgo risings, this falls into your third house. This has to do with the way you communicate, the way you learn, your thinking patterns, as well as siblings and short distance travel. Leo risings, this falls into the fourth house. This has all to do with your home life, your family roots, your emotional foundations, your private inner world, who you are at home in the safety and security of your private world. Cancer risings, this falls into the fifth house, which has all to do with creativity, pleasure, romance, fun, self-expression, children, whether it's your own or just your relationship to them, also your inner child. Gemini risings, this falls into the sixth house of daily routines, work habits, service to others, personal health, and self-improvement. Taurus risings, this is happening on that opposite axis in your seventh house. So this is representing partnerships, marriage, committed relationships, and the way that you relate to others on a one-to-one level. So you could be undergoing that transformation here that's inviting in a new cycle. Aries risings, this is in your eighth house, which has to do with intimacy, our emotional intimacy, shared resources, transformation, deep emotional bonds, and the mysteries of life and death. This is a happy house for the Scorpio full moon to be transiting in because it traditionally rules this house. So it could really bring that big rebirth, alchemical transformation here. Pisces risings, this falls into your ninth house. This has to do with your higher learning, your belief system, philosophy, religion. It's a search for meaning, as well as long distance travel. Aquarius risings, this falls into the 10th house, which has all to do with career, your public image, reputation, the legacy you're building, your fame, your status, and the long-term goals. Capricorn risings, this falls into your 11th house, which emphasizes friendships, communities, group ideas, long-term aspirations. Sagittarius risings, this falls into your 12th house. This has to do with the subconscious mind, spirituality, solitude, hidden patterns, healing, and release. So you're releasing those old belief systems, the things that no longer support you in that area of your life that is ruled by Scorpio. Let me know how this full moon shows up for you, and see you soon.